Hello crafty friends, welcome to another Mojo May episode. Today, as usual, I'm going to make a card for you. And our Mojo May tip today is when you're feeling uninspired and you're not quite sure what to do, maybe try using some card sketches. And all sketches are little layout designs that are generic enough to allow you to use the design idea with whatever supplies and tools that you have. And for Mojo May, I've created a little handout with 12 different sketches in, so that gives you plenty to play with. You can download this from the link in this video's description. You can just keep it as a digital copy on your device, or you can print it off. But for today's card, I'm going to use sketch number 1. This is also the sketch challenge in my Facebook group this month. So if you create a card using this sketch or any of the sketches really, then do come along to my Facebook group and share photos of it there. Right, let's get going. Right, what I've got here is a panel of linen texture cardstock that's going to go on my card blank here. It's a smaller panel than the one that I've got on my sketch. I just wanted a slightly bigger board around the outside. I've got a label shape die here which I can use behind my main element. It's not as long as this one, but I can elongate it quite easily. I've got a circle, a stitched circle, which is about that size. And then I've got this splat die. I thought that would look good either on top or underneath the circle. We'll just wait and see when I've cut everything out. And that gave me the idea to find these dies. Now these are sort of arty, crafty, painty dies. So I might use a paintbrush, maybe a paint palette as a icons on top of that. I'm not sure yet. There's a tube paint there. We'll see. But that's kind of where my ideas are going. So I'm going to cut that and that out of cardstock and colour them somehow. Right, we've got a splat. We've got a circle. I think that would work nicely on there actually. And I've got my little label which I can slip in half and have underneath the circle. Something like that. Before I stick anything down, I want to add my spatters. And I've got a few dots here, which I may add as enamel dots or cardstock dots, but I think I'm going to spatter as well. Cover up some of the card so I don't get spatters absolutely everywhere. And go up at a diagonal. And I'll dry that with my hairdryer. Right, I'm happy with those splats, but I'm thinking this one, this big cardstock splat needs to be the same colour. So I'm going to give that a little bit of a paint. I'll hold that still with my tweezers and dry it with my hairdryer. And I'm going to give it a second coat. So that's come out well. I think I'm going to keep the circle and the label white and just have them as background textural elements. So put some double-sided tape on the back of that and I'm going to add my panel to the front of my card. So put my rule of thirds acetate grid over the front of my card and I've put some 1mm deep foam tape on the back of my circle, and now I can place that in the middle on that top grid line. And that should make for a pleasing arrangement. Got some glue here, just high-tack white glue, which I'm going to stick on the back of my label and then add my label under here. I'll just use this ruler to make sure they're in line with each other. Now for glue on the back of my splat. I've put a little bit of glue underneath these bits here and I'm just going to hold them down to the card front until they stick. For my sentiment, I'm thinking this new home die cut, and I've got some rose gold foiled cardstock. I'm putting some double-sided sticky on the back so that my sentiment comes out already sticky. So that's come out nicely. Just going to pop it on that bit of release paper and hoik out the little bits that I don't want. So I've die cut out these paintbrushes from the same rose gold foil cardstock, and I really want to use them because I think they're really sweet, but I just don't know if it needs it. Yeah, I think that's too much, and I'm really disappointed because I really like those. Is there anything else I could use? There's some little splats that I could cut in rose gold. Oh, I'm going to have to save those for another card because I love those. I am going to add some of these, just some extra dots in the rose gold. I've changed the way I store my dots. I used to have them in little circular pots, but I got this pill pot from Flying Tiger, I think it was, only a couple of quid. And I thought that'd be a really good way of storing all my dots. So I've sorted them all out and put them in here. Right. Some rose gold foiled dots will just do the trick. And I'll have to save my little paintbrushes for another card, I think. And there you go, one card based on this Mojo May sketch. Don't forget you can download this little booklet from the link in this video's description, and you can share your card photographs over in my Facebook group. Right, I hope you've enjoyed this video and it's given you lots of ideas. If it has, please do let me know in the comments. Like, subscribe, ring the notification bell, you know the drill. And I will see you back here very soon for another Mojo May video. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.